Today, the new building on the street of Smolny Buyan 1 fits perfectly into the skyline of the city of Arkhangelsk. The facade of the building does not resemble books standing in a row on a shelf by coincidence. It's the center of excellence and research library of the Northern Arctic Federal University. The university had undertaken the task of creating a modern library, which is able to offer its readers something brand new. The grand opening of the Intellectual Center was hosted on the 5th of November, 2014. The building area is 15,234 square meters and has 7 floors, including 1 underground floor for library storage. From the 1st to the 4th floor there are reading rooms and lending sites, and on the 5th floor there is a lecture hall. The 6th floor is a service department. On the 1st floor, there's a self-service station where anyone can self-issue and return books. To use the full range of services and the latest technological equipment, an electronic library ticket can be used. Books can also be bought. Next to the station, there is a university bookstore. In the lobby, there is a touch panel with general information about the library and a photographic archive of all stages of its construction. To find out about the location of university departments located in the building, you can go up to the central service desk. During the construction process, it was decided to combine 5 libraries previously included within the university, the history of which is displayed at the thematic stands on the way to the Literary Music Saloon, where music presentations, creative youth platforms, and intellectual games and tournaments are held. A more formal assembly hall is often a venue for a variety of events from local to countrywide and international levels. These events can be anything from scientific conferences to public lectures, gatherings, and concerts. Simultaneous translation is available. For additional comfort, a library cafe has been opened where you can eat, socialize over coffee, or read a book. The Library Fund holds over 1,600,000 copies of educational and scientific literature, periodicals, authors' abstracts and dissertations, manuals, bibliographic indexes, foreign publications in both printed and electronic formats. There are also more than 300 different newspapers and magazines in Russian and foreign languages available. Moving on to the 3rd floor of the building, we find ourselves in the reading room Arkhangelsk. Everything here meets the requirements for quickly accessing the literary funds. In order to make literature even more accessible, 400 square meters of library space here were divided into functional areas, informational, an exhibition area, free access to library funds, and a comfortable reading area for working with electronic media. Here is also a replica of the office of the local historian and honorary citizen of Arkhangelsk, E.И.Овсянкина, whose name the Intellectual Center carries. Even now his works continue to improve the university. For only one of the electronic resources where his books have been made available, the number of applicants for readership has already grown to over 100,000. There are also places in the Intellectual Center which are popular not only among adults but also among students. It's the Museum of Entertaining Sciences. Each exhibit is a small experiment that helps to visually understand the complex processes of school lessons on physics, biology, and chemistry. One of the main principles of the museum is interactivity, so literally almost everything here can be touched by hand. And this is the first library branch that was opened in the new building of the Scientific Library, the Arctic Fund. The project was launched in 2011 and includes a collection of printed resources incorporating the Arctic theme and the creation of the Arctic Fund informational web portal. The Library of Literature in Nordic languages is unique and includes original works of famous authors such as Ibsen and Hampson, Strindberg and Lagerlöf, as well as a constantly updated book fund containing a total of 10,000 printed works. That is a result of close cooperation of the University Library with Barents region countries for over 15 years. The library also has a comfortable conference room where roundtables, seminars and official meetings are held. In May 2016, the digital reading room with access to the presidential library resources was opened in the new building. It includes 32 personal computers, access to the local area network, and the internet. In the university e-library, there are 4,000 publications. During the design stage, the library was made to accommodate itself to every visitor. Special attention was paid in order to assist people with disabilities. The building is equipped with ramps, a Paros navigation system, and includes the Inclusive Education Center. It has all the necessary equipment for people with impaired vision, hearing, locomotion, or speech. There is always an opportunity to visit a variety of book exhibitions and creative works in the Intellectual Center. The center hosts concerts, literary evenings, presentations, public lectures on current issues, tours, meetings of discussion clubs, masterclasses, and studio lessons. The modern, carefully designed library building has been appreciated by the residents of Arkhangelsk. The Intellectual Center hosts the now traditional Days of the Arctic, the traditional library event Biblio Night, as well as presentations of new books, training seminars, and e-resource training, and literary and musical evenings. All these activities are visited and enjoyed by the citizens of Arkhangelsk. An idea of what the library should be in a modern society has changed dramatically. In order to remain interesting to visitors, it is necessary to become a modern intellectual center. Only then the connection between libraries and book readers can remain strong.